Very good morning, dear students. As you know, we have started with chapter 2 relations and functions yesterday, and we are on exercise number 2.1. So in continuation to that, we'll do the question number 7 of exercise 2.1. There are two bits. The first one, you have to verify that A cross B intersection C is equal to A cross B intersection A cross C. That is, the cross product is distributive over intersection. That is what we have to verify. So we start with LHS. So A cross B intersection C. So in that we are given A is equal to set 1 2, B is equal to set 1 2 3 4, and C is equal to set 5 6. So you can see that in this there is no element common between B and C. So B intersection C is equal to 5. So LHS will become A cross 5, and cross product with empty set is the 5 itself. So LHS resulted into 5, the empty set. We call it result number 1. Now for this A and B, we obtain A cross B. So first element is 1, then second element is 4 choices. So it will be 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. Same way, first element is 2, then 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, and 2, 4. So that is our A cross B. Now we obtain A cross C. So first element is 2 choice 1 and 2, second element is 2 choice 5 and 6. So we will have A cross C is equal to 1 5 1 6 2 5 2 6. Now for RHS, we have to obtain A cross B intersection A cross C. So now this is your A cross B, this is A cross C. Can you find any common pair between them? So 1 5 is with A cross C but not here. 1 6 is also not here. 2 5 not here. 2 6 not here. So no pair is common between them. So RHS also resulted into 5, the empty set. So from 1 and 2 we can say that LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore A cross B intersection C is equal to A cross B intersection A cross C. That is, our first result is verified. Verbally we can say that cross product is distributive over intersection. That is, A cross B intersection C is equal to A cross B intersection A cross C. In the similar way, we can say that cross product is distributive over union also. So you can write it as a note. A cross B union C is equal to A cross B union A cross C. Here I would like to draw your attention, student, as you know that cross product is not commutative. So if it is pre-4, then it will be A cross B. But suppose if it is like this, B intersection C cross A, then it should be B cross A intersection C cross A. It will be distributive, but if it is in the beginning, then it will come beginning, and if it is backside, then it will come backside. You have to take care of the order. For numbers, we normally don't take care of order, but here this operation is not commutative, so you have to take care whether it come first or it come last. Okay. Similarly, for union also you can say B union C cross A is B cross A union C cross A. Okay. One more result which is in the next bit. You can write it as the identity also, that if A is subset of C and B is subset of D, then A cross B is a subset of C cross D. So let us verify this now. So for the same A, B and C, I write again A is 1 2, B is 1 2 3 4, and C is 5 6. Now for the same set, we obtain A cross C, which we already obtained in the last bit also. So it is 1, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5, 2, 6. We call it result 1. Now we do B cross D. So D is given to us as set 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So now what will be B cross D? So it is 1 5 1 6 1, 7, 1, 8. So if 1 is the first element, 4 choices for second element from set D. Same way, if 2 is the first element, then it is the pair 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8. Similarly, if 3 is the first element, it will be 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 7, 3, 8. And if 4 is the first element, it is 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 7, 4, 8. This beginning curly bracket and end curly bracket to close the set. We call it result 2. Now A cross C has 4 order pairs, B cross D has 16 order pairs. Now you check whether 1, 5 is here or not. So you can see that 1, 5 is here, 1, 6 is there, 2, 5 and 2, 6. So there are 4 elements in A cross C. All the 4 belong to B cross D. So we can say that as all the elements of A cross C belong to B cross D. So that is why A cross C is a subset of B cross D. So the second result also we got it verified. Now question number 8. We are given set A as 1, 2 and set B as 3, 4. We are asked how many elements A cross B have and how many subset it has. So first of all we obtain A cross B. So first element is 2 choice 1, 2 and second element is 2 choice 3, 4. So 4 order pairs will be there. So it is 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4. So how many elements A cross B has? So number of elements in A cross B is 4 as there are 4 order pairs. Now if a set has 4 elements, then how many subsets it can have? So number of subset a set can have is 2 raised to number of elements. So the question which you are asked is number of subsets of A cross B is 2 raised to 4 and 2 raised to 4 is how much? 16. But you are asked to list that also. So subset of all subset is called power set, right? So we write power set A cross B. So is a set. So very first is the empty set. Then we take all the singleton set here. One whole pair is considered to be a single element. So it will be singleton set of order pair 1, 3. Be careful, curly bracket, round bracket, comma inside the pair and outside. Curly bracket of order pair 1, 4. Curly bracket of order pair 2, 3. Curly bracket of order pair 2, 4. These are all singleton sets. Now we take the set with 2 elements. So it will be 1, 3, 1, 4. Right, this is one set with 2 elements. The next is 1, 3, 2, 3. The next is 1, 3, 2, 4. Right, so this is involving 1, 3. Now next time I write involving 1, 4, 2 elements. So 1, 4, 2, 3. 1, 4, 2, 4. And now with 2, 3 and 2, 4. So 2, 3, 2, 4. So these are how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets with 2 elements of it. Now we write with any 3. How will we write any 3? So first we skip 2, 4. Then we skip 2, 3. Then 1, 4 and 1, 3. So set with 3 elements will be what? So it will be 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3. Now I skip 2, 3. So what will be the set? 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 4. Now in next set I skip 1, 4. So it will be 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 4. And now I skip 1, 3. So it will be 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4. Okay. Now student, the set itself is also a subset. So all 4 pairs. So it is 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4. The set itself. And this is the curly bracket to complete the power set. So you can check it. 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. So 16 subsets of A cross B. Later on we are going to study that all these subsets are called the relations. Okay. But before that, one question yet we have to do, 1 or 2, so that will complete. I hope you have completed this and I can turn the page. Question 9. A and B are two sets such that number of elements in A is equal to 3, number of elements in B is equal to 2, and you are given x1 belong to A cross B, y2 belong to A cross B, and z1 belong to A cross B. So as for the definition of the Cartesian product, what we can say, X is element of set A and 1 is element of set B. Same way, Y is element of set A and 2 is element of set B. Now Z is element of set A and 1 is element of set B. Now you can see I get 3 different elements in set and I am given NA is equal to 3. So A is consist of these 3 elements only. So A is set XYZ. I get 1, 2 and 1, that is 2 distinct elements, 1 and 2 in B, and B has 2 members. So B is set 1, 2. So this is how from the cross product members we can get the set. But the most important thing is to know what is NA and NB. Now the next question, number 10. Number of elements in A cross A is given to you as 9. So number of element in A cross A, so I can say it is number of element in A into number of element in A is 9. So number of element in A, the whole square, is equal to 3 square, and number of elements cannot be negative. That is why number of element in A is 3. So there are 3 members in set A, that is clear. Now which are the 3 elements? So for that we are given the data. We are given that minus 1, 0 belong to A cross A. What does it mean? That minus 1 belong to A and 0 belong to A. We are also given 0, 1 belong to A cross A. It means that 0 belong to A and 1 belong to A. So now total how many elements you get in A? Minus 1, 0, 0 and 1. So minus 1, 0 and 1 are the distinct elements and A consists of 3 elements only. So A is minus 1, 0 and 1. We call it result 2. So A is obtained. Now we are asked to write A cross A also. Okay, so A cross A will be minus 1, 0, 1 cross minus 1, 0, 1. So 9 order pairs we have to write. So what will be those? So if minus 1 as the first element, 3 choices as the second. So minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, 0, minus 1, 1. Now if 0 as the first element, then 0, minus 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Then 1, minus 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. So these are the 9 pairs you are getting. Now the question asked to you is write the remaining elements. So remaining elements, if you are asked, then accept minus 1 and 0 and 0 and 1, you have to delete. Okay, so if I remove minus 1 and 0, this one, and 0, 1, then remaining 7 elements I can write. So remaining elements of A cross A. Here I will not write the set because it is not set, we are just listing the element like that. So minus 1 0 I don't have to write, so minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. I don't have to write 0 1, right? So except 0 1, so it is 0 minus 1 0 0, and these three elements 1 minus 1 1 0 and 1 1. Okay, so these are, so there are two type of question, either you have to write full A cross A or you have to write remaining elements. As per the requirement of question, you have to write the answer. Now student, the most important part of this chapter, actually the name of this chapter, relations and functions. So now we come to the topic, what is a relation. So student, in question number 8 we have listed all the possible subset of A cross B, right? So based on that, the definition of relation is that I first write the definition, then I'll explain. So write down the definition of relation. A relation R, relation is denoted by capital R, R1, etc. Okay, so a relation R from a non-empty set A to a non-empty set B is a subset of the Cartesian product A cross B. I repeat the definition. A relation R from a non-empty set A to a non-empty set B is a subset of Cartesian product A cross B. So in short, relation is a subset of A cross B. Okay, so any R which is subset of A cross B is called relation. Now student, this is also capital R and our real number is also capital R. So for normally we come to know with the reference, but for relation R we write this normal R, and for real number R, to avoid the confusion, set of real number, I normally write R like this. Okay, so if this type of R is there, it represents the set of real number, and normal capital R is there, it represents the subset. I give you one example, like A is equal to set 1 2 and B is equal to set ABC. So you know A cross B will have 6 members, 6 order pairs. So it is 1A, 1B, 1C, 2A, 2B and 2C. Now this set has 6 order pairs. So it will have 2 raised to 6. That is 64 subsets. So and each of this subset is said to be the relation, right? So if I can say one of the relation, as you know, empty set is subset of every set. So empty set is subset of A cross B also. So one of the relation can be phi, okay, as it is subset of A cross B. You can say any one of this. I pick up the another relation as 1 comma A. That is 1 is related with A, no other element is related. It can be like this. You can pick any 2 element. Like I say 1A and 2B. Okay, you can pick all or few elements from A cross B and create a subset of A cross B. Each of this subset is said to be a relation. Now you know that empty set is subset of every set. So empty set is subset of A cross B also. But any subset of A cross B is called relation. Then phi, the empty set, is also said to be the relation. So the relation R is equal to phi, the empty set, which is a subset of A cross B, is called the null relation or empty relation. From set A to set B. Okay, R is equal to 5 subset A cross B is called the null relation or empty relation from set A to set B. Normally we can define like this also, that no element of A is associated with any element of B, then that relation is said to be empty relation. In Hindi film or serials you might have heard many a time, in drama it says like कि हमारा कोई रिश्ता नहीं. So कोई रिश्ता नहीं is also a kind of relation, and that is the empty relation. Now we also know, student, that universal set or every set is subset of itself. So A cross B itself is also subset. A cross B is a subset of A cross B, and any subset of A cross B is called relation. So the whole, all the pairs in A cross B if I take, okay, so then it is also relation, and that is called the universal relation. Okay, in other words, a universal relation is a relation is said to be a universal relation if all elements of A or every element of A is related with all elements of B. Okay, similarly you can define the null relation as a relation is said to be a null relation if no element of A is associated with any element of B. Okay, so phi subset A cross B is a null relation, and the whole A cross B subset of itself is called the universal relation. Now few things about the relation, student. As we have studied, A cross B is not same as B cross A. So the subset of A cross B is said to be relation from A to B, and subset of B cross A is said to be the relation from B to A. Like in our day-to-day life also, the relation, rishta, what we say, this word when we say, तो टू पर्सन्स के बीच का रिश्ता ए से बी और बी से अलग अलग हो सकता है. जस्ट फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई कैन से अमिताभ इज फादर ऑफ अभिषेक, राइट? सो द रिलेशन इज ऑफ बीइंग फादर, बट अभिषेक इज सन ऑफ अमिताभ, right? So the relation from Amitabh to Abhishek is father, but relation from Abhishek to Amitabh is of son, right? So relation from A to B is not the same as relation from B to A. So that is the same in the mathematical relation also. If it is a subset of A cross B, we call it relation from A to B, and if it is a subset of B cross A, we call it relation from B to A. Okay, so if R is a subset of A cross B, then it is called relation from A to B. Okay, but if R is a subset of B cross A, then it is called relation from B to A. Okay, and Cartesian product we already have studied that A cross B is not same as B cross A, so their subsets also cannot be the same. Now, how many relations are there between set A and set B? So student, we have studied that number of elements in A cross B is equal to NA into NB. We also studied that a set has 2 raised to number of elements, the subsets. So number of relations is equal to number of subsets of A cross B, right? Number of relations is equal to number of subsets of A cross B. So how many subsets this has? So it will be 2 raised to NA into NB. Right? In our example, our A was 1, 2 and our B was ABC. Right? So number of elements in A cross B So how many number of elements in A? We have 2. Number of elements in B, we have 3. So number of elements in A cross B was NA into NB, right? So it will be 2 into 3 is 6. So number of subsets is same as number of relations. So number of relations from set A to set B, okay? So number of relations from A to B will be 2 raised to 6, that is 64. Okay. Now few more definitions we have to see. I hope this is clear how much we have studied. What is a relation? So relation is a subset of A cross B, which is called relation from set A to set B. If it is a subset of B cross A, then it is relation from B to A, which are both different things. Now empty set is subset of A cross B, which is called the null relation. The set itself is also subset of itself, which is called the universal relation, right? And as we have studied that a part of set itself, the rest all are said to be the proper subset. So like that, there can be proper relations except the set itself, the rest of them are the proper relation. Okay, now student, two, three more definitions are there. So we'll see the definition of domain. Okay, but before we go to domain and all that, there are few methods to represent the relation. Like I've written of this A and B only. If I say we have written A cross B over here, suppose I say R is equal to 1A 2B. Okay, so this R I can write it with the help of diagram also. So this diagram represents set A and this diagram represents set B. Okay, in set A how many members are there? 2 members, so we say 1 and 2. In set B how many members are there? 3 members, we name it as A, B and C. Now as for this relation, R1 is associated with A, so I can say 1 with A and we can show it arrow that 1 is related to A, 2 is related to B, so from 2 to B I can draw an arrow. Okay, that is 2 is arrow related to B. This is called the arrow diagram. Okay, so sets are denoted with Venn diagram and relations are denoted with arrow diagram. Clear? Now student, few more thing. If I say 1 comma A or the pair belong to relation R, right? This fact can be represented in many other way. 1 comma A belong to R. We can also say that R of 1 is equal to A. Okay, R of 1 is equal to A. It also means that A is image of 1 under R. Okay, with respect to this relation, A is image. We also can say that 1 is pre-image of A under R. Okay, so when any order pair is given in the relation, then in general, if I say that for any xy belong to a relation, then x is called what? जो पहले है, पहले means pre. So x is called the pre-image of y. और जो बाद में है, that is called the image of the first element. Right? So in ordered pair, if this order pair lie in a relation, then the first element of the order pair is called the pre-image of the second, and the second element of the order pair is called the image of the first. Right? Now, write down the